Good. All this. Good. One. Perfect. Perfect. Seven number of completion. Works, huh? But it's good. So yeah, Joe had to go take Emma. Emma's going to see her boyfriend. So yeah.
Did she drive her all the way up there?
No, she's flying out this morning. So yeah. But yeah. No, he doesn't cry.
He's pretty sad on it.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's good. It's good. So she's heading up there for the weekend. Good. What a week. What a week. It's good to also see Allison in person, Mel. It's good. So Mel's gonna end up, we're gonna have her lead the workout. She talking to me about rotation. Low impact mobility.
Not calling you guys all old. We're just saying there are some chronological variations in the room.
I like it.
We weren't very easy on our joints this morning.
What are you saying? I was telling her I thought that was the warm up. Like she says that's not really a warm up. So
My shoulder work.
Yeah.
It's hard not to get mad at your jump rope too, stutter.
When we smash you on the back of the head? You guys deal with that?
No, not that tall, bro. Thank you.
But you're jumping, it's still going over your head, so does it change?
A lot goes in I'll sit it out.
No, you're gonna double up. No, you're good. Doubles.
No. They're doing triple unders now.
Okay. Yeah.
To 18.
Morning. How you doing? Good. See you. Oh. How's the baby? Yeah, good. Okay. Good. Well, we can get ready. Let's go. We'll go out there. Change this up.
And Bree should be shortly behind you.
Oh, man.
Good. Oh. More the merrier.
Can we all be like a Toy Story? A little hello. At the same time, come on, hello.
Oh. Good morning. Yeah, good to see you. Dude, I'm loving the beard.
You think?
Yeah. Well, I'm jealous too, because mine does not come in that thick. There is no way.
Well, I would rather have your way. You're on top than on bottom.
My razor shaves for months and months and months. Yeah. Good. Let's turn this always. Oh, dang it. Dude, no, I missed his phone call yesterday. Did you talk to him? Why is this? I hit leave instead on accident.
You got to go up top, change the ID.
Dang it, there we go. Why is it not? There we go. There we go. Yeah, it was recording.
Doesn't matter. Stay co-host.
That's fine.
There we go.
Good morning. Ready?
Good. Yeah. Yeah. Good morning. Good morning.
He's gonna be depressed.
You what?
Like the next.
Oh, like he was legit mad. Like,
Oh,
he wasn't far from
that's
having
tough.
another fight with me last night.
Okay, so do we need more of these? Is that? Oh. Okay. Okay. Sean probably want one of those. I know. Knees. Yeah. She said knees.
So I'm going to lead you guys through just a low impact mobility sequence that will get our heart rate up. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
We got you
The things you do for a grade, and I will not be doing that, but thank you. Thank you. Boundary. All right. Good. So guide me, and I will guide you, and then give me feedback if you need an alternative to the movement. But I'll offer a bunch of different things. So we're going to start just with our heart rate. We'll get into some jumping jacks. We good? All right. Go into some jumping jacks. Really nice and easy. Good. Side to side. Front to back, yes. Front to back. Butt kicks. Feel your body out for the range of motion that feels appropriate.
To be the best, no, I have to be the best. Nothing less, I focus on the rest. And when I'm tired, I don't focus on rest. I'm only focused on success. I'm good with what I own. I don't need headphones.
Good. Stay stationary. Go into arm circles. So funny. Switch directions.
This music video is being taped. You will be sold as warrior or water walker.
Change a little bit here. Go into one arm. Just know that every movement we're doing, every order of every movement is intentional. We're going to go head to toe in this sequence. Reach across the room and then squeeze shoulder blades back and down, bringing shoulder blades into opposite back pocket. Okay, so we're not elevating our shoulders. We're bringing them down and back. Okay, those are your lower traps. Those are an underdeveloped muscle we have. One more. There, now bring that shirt tag, grab it and slam it down. Elongate those triceps with a contraction. Try to get your thumbs a little further down your spine each rep. Good. Hinge here again. Bring thumbs up. Go into letter T. Letting the driver of this movement be your shoulder blades. Bring your arms in a little bit to 45 degrees. That's called scaption for letter Y. Okay, so when you are in a hinge, I want you in that athletic position. So quads are nicely engaged, core is nicely engaged. Go into letter I, so biceps are ending by your ear. Thumbs are still upward, Sean. Let your palms, yes, that's gonna open your shoulder girdle. All right, stand back tall. Rotate, we are not manipulating our spine. That will come with a lecture if you do. Yes.
Your workout for this evening.
So with this is so simple, but I am looking for your body to weight shift. So Raylan's got it. Let your body start to open up. We're talking to our fascial slings with this movement.
Good job, Raylan.
Yeah, look at this. I could almost dance.
You're doing what she's looking for.
Thumbs on your low back, kind of where those dimples are. Okay, so that's going to center where that movement is coming from, and you're going to rotate.
I'm getting stretched out.
So find those areas of tension and resistance and hang out in there then. Don't avoid it.
I thought I was the only one going crazy.
Okay, so we're just going head to toe, waking each body part up intentionally and appropriately. This next one, you're going to open the gate here. This third one, we're going to bring it back and into a lunge. Your knee doesn't have to touch the ground. You can still just pulse. Bring it back up. So do your other leg now. Do a few openers. And this third one, we're going to bring it up and back. So I'm not touching the ground yet. I'm just pulsing. So now just do a few one at a time. Down, come back up. Switch legs to the other side. Down, come back up. Give me 3 total. So here's number 2 on left. If your balance is being tested, you can touch your belly button and let that center you. Or when you step back to that lunge, just step back kind of wide. Widen that base of support. All right, so now we're going into toy soldiers. Put your hand out for that target and bring your foot to it. Try not to lower that hand. Step back in between each rep. So we're going to elongate hamstrings. Sound effects are always welcome. Good. We're going to bring our body back into more stillness. So hug that knee. Pull it back. If your balance lets you, you can extend and touch the floor. And then you'll switch. So hug, pull back, and then extend. What I want to see after you hug your knee and you pull it back, that your thigh still stays together. Your kneecaps pointing the ground. So when we get into all of this, we are no longer isolating that hip flexor. And then this just is going to open up iliopsoas in the front of the hip. One more time.
Chasing lives in ballet.
Yeah. Good.
Have you ever seen the movie Bigger, Stronger, Faster? Yeah. Go and take this class.
Ready? Go up for that triple extension. Hinge down, touch toes, touch heels. Up for that triple extension, touch toes, touch heels. 15 minutes of mobility is not going to wreck you guys. Good. Take a wide step. Just sink into one side and then the other. We're going to go back and forth in this position. Each time you're going to lower yourself down a little bit more. Just listen to your body. attention to your ankles. If you have to float it up, you can float it up and rock it. Okay, get some nerve gliding in there. You can stay low with your hips and inch to the other side. If you don't have that in you, you can pop up and go to the other side, but as you start to warm up, challenge yourself. Good. Stand tall. Go into one more victory, which is here. Down to heels, toes, and walk out like an inchworm. And hold that perfect high plank. From here, you're going to drop your hips to one side, bring it up and over to the opposite. All right, so now we're waking up spine. This movement alone can be what prevents you from a herniation. All right, appropriate spinal rotation. Three, two, one. Stay in that high plank. We're going to lower down to the ground in a 7 count. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and push straight back up. Sorry, keeping lower body down. So here we're pushing as far away from our palms as possible. Okay, getting an appropriate amount of extension into our spine. Tuck your hips and bring them all the way to your heels, keeping your hands in place. This is our surrender pose, right? This is where you can offer that sweet aroma to our Jesus. Switch back into that seal stretch. At TF, the kids will bark like a seal. Art, art, art. You guys can do that.
Bark, come on.
Art, 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 art. Sit back here. This time you're going to take one hand and put it over the other and pin it. And try to pull that bottom hand back towards your body, but your hand's resisting. So you get that isometric contraction at your lats. Okay? So then switch, pin one hand, and now try to pull that bottom hand back towards you. You feel that isometric contraction? All right, go back into seal stretch. This time you're gonna really push your head and neck out of that shoulder cavity, and you can give some rotations to your neck. Neck rolls, however you need to. Find that tender place and give it some more attention. Good, sit back one more time. This time go as wide as you can. Really try to fight to put your chest to the ground. Pin your hands again, but this time we're just gonna rotate. So turn your body to one side. Okay, and feel that side of your flank. And switch, so I'm bringing my hands to the other side and rotating towards that. I'm gonna switch one more time. I'm pinning my left hand and I'm rotating left. Widen your knees if you can again. Let your core, your pelvic floor, everything be relaxed. Good. Curl your toes under. Hop back into that high plank. And now you're going to bring hips all the way up to the ceiling for a shoulder stretch. Okay, so before we get into our ankles, just kind of start working to push your head through that window your arms created. Okay, just 1 or 2 times. And now we're going to bring our left hand to our right pinky toe and back. All right, so we're going to start waking up shoulders. Good, now hold that position. This time, we're going to cycle our ankles. So fight to get your heels. If you have to, you can cross one foot on the other and really work to get that heel down. And I'm going to switch, make sure I get my other ankle down. right, plant both feet again. Choose a leg. You're gonna pulse it to the ceiling and swing that foot to the outer part of your hand. Okay, so we're here now in that runner stretch. This is where, yeah, you might want to pull. So right now we're floating that back leg, but in a minute we will not be. So here, do some around the world. In the words of Raylan, really trying to attend to that area that's restricted and tight and sink into that, right? Find it, breathe into that. So I'm looking for that back leg to be as extended as possible and this front shin to be vertical. From here, I'm going to lead with my chest and with my breath all the way up here. And then I'm threading the needle under my stance hand. All right, so inhaling and then exhaling. Inhaling, so my back leg is fully extended. And rotating through my healthy prime spine. Because of how the fascial layers are, I'm going to follow, my face is going to follow my palm all the way up. Like you would a Turkish get-up. One more time. Good. We're going to switch legs. Drop that back leg. Drop that back leg. This is where you might want to, someone can use my jacket, whatever. So here, shift that hip forward. Yeah, feel the front of the back leg. Sit back for an opposite hamstring. Okay, within this muscle belly, we have that big sciatic nerve, so we can floss it a little bit. Good. Come back up into half kneel. So, sit back for hamstring. This time, instead of flossing, I'm going to contract my knee to the ground and relax. You might feel the intensity of your hamstring elongating there. All right. Muscle elongation with a contraction is a beautiful combination. Come back up here. What I'm doing here is focusing on rotating my hips this way, like I were to be peeing over a fence. Okay, if I were a male, right? It's that movement. Jealousy. We can do other cool things like grow humans from scratch. Side bend only over that leading leg. Rotate only over that leading leg. So my left leg is forward, so I'm rotating left. Okay, go back into that runner stretch and kind of feel out the difference. See if you can tweeze out another degree of motion. And then you're gonna kick that leg back. Hike up the opposite leg you just had and swing that guy through. It probably feels more tight. That's all right, we're gonna make that even. All right, so here you're gonna be really gentle. We're not gonna just force ourselves into that runner stretch. Kind of shimmy and swirl and twirl your way into that. So we're looking for that back leg to be as extended as possible while still maintaining your heel on the ground. This could be full range of motion. If you have to, I didn't show you guys this, but you can even work your inner and outer rotators this way if you feel like you need that. Once you feel ready, leading with my chest and leading with my breath, I'm going to inhale and rotate, letting my face follow my palm. So I'm getting that fascial length even to my neck. And I'm threading the needle. One more time, and then we'll drop that back knee down. Good. Same sequence as we did on the other side. So let that front hip open. We are American. We sit a lot. It's causing a lot of damage to our low back, taking away a lot of range of motion in our hip. Sit back, floss that sciatic nerve going through your hamstrings in the back. Come back up. Sit back. This time I'm going to work my quadriceps. I'm going to contract my knee toward the ground. And I'm going to feel the elongation to my hamstring there. This time in half kneeling, I'm going to side bend toward my leading leg. If I feel it, I can rotate. I am still not manipulating my spine, Rob Banning. Don't manipulate your back. You can even give yourself some resistance. So I'm pushing against my knee. Good. Back into that runner stretch. Do another around the world. See if you feel a difference. Good. Kick that back. Walk your hands up. You guys good? We're not done. Oh, no. Oh, are we? Is that what it is?
Yeah, we're at 19.
Is that a 19? Okay. Do just 5 squats and you're done. Yes. Well, now we just want to turn all of that into just a moment of function, just a nice, healthy, functional movement. Feel that out, yeah. No, you guys survived it, yes. Give yourself a hand, for sure.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Like notice every part.
A dancer for
Oh, that was good job.
One more hour, one more step, will ensure success. From now I won't settle. From now on, it's only go better. I know it's possible to do the impossible. I know that losing isn't logical. I'm conditioned to win, committed to discipline, and to be better day in, day out. No doubt, so tell my
Good morning, Brandon. Good.
What's today?
Sure. Good morning, Brandon.
Thursday is what it is.
Yeah. The good stuff. So sweet. Okay. Brandon, you there? We'll see what's going on this morning. See.
Well, I didn't do very well at staying in the moment with the music. I just couldn't hear. So my truth for today is
I was going to
strength in
see,
the
I'm glad you
things
said that.
are.
I'm just seeing who was distracted today. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
You couldn't hear the music, or it just wasn't coming in?
Honestly, I can't really remember. I was so focused on stretching.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which is awesome,
I
Brandon.
think I heard it. I heard it like once.
No, it's good. It's even asking the question, how much did you even consider breath? or how quickly, and I'm not busting you out, but how quickly we forget God, like in those moments, in the breath, in all of that. We didn't even take him with, right? So it's interesting. It was amazing. The workout was amazing, but to keep coming back to breath inside of that. If we can't do it during stretching, do you think you're doing it when you're stressed out or you're triggered?
Right.
So that's like what that whole practice is. That's why I wasn't trying to be rude yesterday, but just for the other example, right? You guys, we know that you guys were talking yesterday, and then you said, oh, I didn't even get one the whole time. That's why I said, it's kind of being able to come back, notice, not triggered. I do understand we're looking for a truth. Let me keep coming back to breath. Let me keep coming back and being in the moment. Let me practice being in the moment. It's very easy to get caught up in personality, in conversation, in that. And if it's happening here, which is so low key, no pressure, then we do it in every other parts of our life. And when we can start seeing the difference of that here, that's why I love that you started off with that, Brandon. Thank you so much. Like, I didn't even know. It's the first time when we can start going, I'm seeing the difference. I know yesterday I was in breath and I remembered the moment. This time I was so focused on whatever was at hand, the stretching. I totally wasn't even in the consciousness and the place of witness. I was not sitting in that place watching things unfold. And when you can start seeing the difference in that, then you'll start going, oh man, I thought I was watching the whole time. I thought I was the one choosing the whole time. No, you've just been functioning and operating from your emotions. And that has been your whole life, so you believe that's what life is. Okay? Thank you so much for starting off with that, Brandon. It really is that is the part of the noticing. And then you can breathe. When you notice that, you can breathe, and then you have an opportunity to come back.
Brandon, are you hiding from us today, or are you changing?
Yeah, I'm gonna go get in the shower now, so get ready for my day.
There we go.
Cool.
Thank you. Good. Thank you, Brandon. That was a powerful truth.
Yeah.
And we will see you this evening.
Yeah, I hope so. That's the plan.
Stoked, bro. Todd White. All the way this weekend.
How many right now?
I think we're like 4 or 5.
Okay.
No, we got 3 tickets. So we got 3 extra tickets. We'll find something. We're going to snatch some people up at your place or something. I don't know. We'll make them go.
No, yeah, we've got enough. We've got enough space and beds. We've got beds at my place, and then we can bring more beds over there.
Cool.
There's plenty of sleeping space then.
Amazing. Thank
It's
you.
enough. It's enough space.
Cool. Well, we will see you this evening. Cool.
All right.
Later, bro. Sean, what you got?
Slow down.
Good.
Which is not an excuse for me being late this morning.
Yeah, we just end up planning accordingly. It's good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
What was Brandon's truths? I'm sorry.
He was saying he didn't have one. Mark, what you got? Yeah, that's good. Good. What you got now?
I think I heard the word keep the peace. But the truth, if I had to encourage you guys with that mobility, would be the word slingshot. Sometimes you have to pull back to go forward. So sometimes a low impact, high mobility body, still contractile, but through elongation, can be the very thing that can almost push forward your power.
Good. I love that. We're gonna have to start busting you out. You guys speak into the mic.
Sorry, I thought he was off the thing. Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. So one, we do it. Your words matter, and so, but speaking into the mic. Then when it is recorded, is beautiful. But yeah, it's words matter. It's good. Thank you again for that.
No, if it helps, I'm here every day and I forget all the time.
That's why I had to buy one that I put on. Then
Can't run away.
yeah.
All right, everyone's extra credit assignment is to go buy lapel mics.
Bree.
You know that slingshot analogy.
Is it even on?
I love that.
Yeah, it is.
I wrote
You know
that.
Okay.
what? I mean, dude, that's what we're practicing, right? I mean, overall, right? It's slowing in to aim, and then you're launching out of that. You know, now have the years is your draw, right? The years of practice of whatever you're.
Yep. It's good.
You gotta slow down and read the
Right.
situation very, very correctly.
Beautiful.
And then she said slingshot, pull back to move forward. Love that.
So yeah. What you got, Bree?
So I remember hearing in the beginning of the song the words failure and pain, and the way that I took it is failure is always an opportunity to grow, and pain is only considered growing pains in the word of Christ.
What was the second part of that?
Pain is only considered growing pains in the word of Christ.
What you got, Chuck?
Well, I heard him say it about 20 times.
I love that.
I will never give up because God is my strength.
Yeah. Yeah. Solid. Rob?
The sacrifice is the payment.
Allison.
To be honest, I don't have one. I can force it, but I'll speak to the experience. Like, it feels uncomfortable or weird that first time, you know, but it's actually good for you. But I don't have a truth from.
That's good. Yeah.
Feels weird the first time, but it's good for you.
You want to call your mom and tell her why you're laughing?
Dang, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I like it.
I just think it's a good truth.
Being a preschool teacher does help out in here.
I mean, truthfully, we could use you.
Never okay.
We're just going to put you between Mark and Sean.
Put you between Mark and Sean. Yeah. We're gonna have to start doing assigned seating in here.
The only reason you're still up here is because of Joe.
She's not here.
Mine is slow and intentional.
Slow.
Intention or attention?
Intentional.
Intentional.
Shut up, dude.
That's nice.
Yeah, and I say that because, like, you know, when you're stretching and you're not used to, you know, that stuff, it's easy to get caught up in pain or the aggravation that you can't do it, you know, because you were able to twist, like, and completely touch your body on the ground, you know. Then I look at me and I'm like, I see the ground. I'm not touching it. But, you know, to get out of that, but to be like, okay, let's be intentional in the effort in trying to go as far as I can, you know.
Yeah. I see the ground. If I fall from right here, will it break? Will I be able to get up? What you got, Andy?
I don't know if I caught it right. I might have been phrased differently, but I think it was, I am not the same.
Good.
Say the 18.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I'm far older than I feel. No, other way around. I feel much older than I am. I have my pre-workout.
Pre-workout.
Yeah.
It's just scatterbrain and everything.
No, yeah. No, I'm not.
I'm just gonna go do some push-ups.
The opposite. Whatever.
He's ready to go back to bed.
Yeah, I feel
see it in his face.
I feel like I'm locked up right now. Yeah. Huh? Dude, no, I think it's just, I don't know.
The ice will help.
During the workout, man, I kind of went into my mind, and not in a negative place. It's kind of just like I just feel locked up. I am not the same.
I'm not the same. But,
Yeah.
I
You're in the
wonder
circle, man. You're in the circle.
that Mel, like you said in the middle of that, like when we were getting ready to stretch the hips, you were saying don't avoid that spot. He was like, and then stretch that. And then I heard the song at the exact right after. It was like, don't avoid that spot. And it's like stretching that. It said push harder. And I was like, yeah, don't avoid, what'd you say? Don't avoid that.
The area. Don't avoid the area
Oh,
of tension.
Of tension. Don't avoid the areas of tension. Very good. And then what did you say right after that? And then just stretch that, like.
No, I repeated you just to breathe into it, attend to it, breathe into it.
Oh, breathe into it. Which that is so, it's like, that don't avoid that area of tension. Like if we just live by that part, it really, oh, that's where it's difficult. Oh, even knowing the body doesn't lie. Oh, that's an area you shouldn't avoid. You should spend some extra care. And it's funny because inside that song, I hear push harder, but it's not really about pushing, making sure that you break it harder. It's just like, you can kind of stretch that area, whatever you need to do compassionately to take care of that area of tension. So it was all that in that little part. It's good. We ready?
Ice bath. Ice bath.
That's Thursday.
The good stuff. Yeah. Yeah. So okay. So here we go. Sit. You can sit down for a second. So
one more hour. One more.
I'll end up changing this. We're actually going to be very intentional. I do. It's the beginning of the year. We were were intentional about the ice bass last week. I want to be intentional about, we're going to do what we used to do quite a bit. Haven't done it in a while, but do ice hands. And so it'll give me the opportunity to kind of walk you through how we see the ice or any of that stuff, or the struggles or anything a little bit different than usual. It's very, you can jump in that ice and you can push through it. You can jump into your life and you can push through it, or a workout or any place. And we've practiced that. At least I know I have. I've practiced that long enough, and it doesn't really work. Instead, we'll go through the ice hands part, and as I kind of just guide, you can start to kind of see where we're able to actually be present and not push, but in that present moment, through breath and having the opportunity to be aware, you can watch over that, and gives you that opportunity to see things and choose, okay, I'm watching this, I'm watching my mind tell me all these things, and in that you can kind of settle that down. And so settle it down in a way like surrendering to it, being okay with it, and watching that take place. So we're actually going to do ice hands. We're not going to do the pool today. Cool. Cool. So yeah, if you can just help those that already know, we'll end up grabbing the buckets out of there, clear off your table, and we'll set the ice on the bucket, or the bucket on the TV tray. Bree and Chuck, if you guys can double up, and Mark and Sean, if you guys can double up, there will be, it should be good. And then that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do you guys mind doubling up? You got it? Chuck and Andy? Yeah, okay, cool. Cool.
I'm moving.
Cool. Or that might be, you two will be holding hands in there. Beautiful. No, that'll work. Cool. Cool. Can you clear off the table part? Help them with bringing in the buckets. We'll grab all that. Set this. Yeah. Oh, we'll see if that'll. Okay. Okay. There we go. Okay. That's going to be pretty full. It's going to flow over.
Right here. Just walk outside and
Here. Yeah, that's pretty full.
actually less than
I've always.
short fingers.
Yeah.
Nice face.
I feel like I could do ice meat right now.
We'll put you in the bucket later on. That should be close. Oh crap! Here, can you put on? Oh, I got that. Put on Wim Hof. Set up.
I'm not picking. I'm on the floor now every day for a good 3, 4, 5 hours. And I mean that literally.
Who doesn't have a towel? Good. Got a towel, got a towel. Got a towel? Here. Towel, towel. Good. Good.
Going on a deployment.
Which one?
A deployment.
For what? Oh, really? You guys got a towel?
Thank you.
Welcome.
Sorry, I'm Alex.
Got some? Okay.
Free. Yes.
Okay, good.
I see you sitting there. My dad asked me to
Yeah. Okay, everybody's okay. They doubled up. Perfect.
Hi guys. Well.
Okay, good.
But I look at you, and Dad's like, yeah.
I thought she was staring at me. I'm like,
and then he lifted his coffee and he goes, and I'm like, I'm not looking at you.
The difference in this chair.
Okay, so here we go. Is this on? Does that work? Is that coming through there? Okay, so you're gonna end up going through this. It's 11 minutes. There's 3 cycles. And so as you step into it, we're going to end up, when he says go, you'll put your hands in, and then you'll hold your hands in there, and then we'll pull our hands out after the first kind of part. And then you can really come into breath, kind of settle down, and then he'll start the second round, third round. But when you're holding your breath is when we'll take our hands out. So you can dry them off, you can do whatever you want. Again, putting your hands in, just the same as life, it's going to be a trigger, okay? And so watch, just be aware. You don't have to control it, but be aware of what's going on. And a lot of it's going to be going on in here. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh, I thought it was going to be worse. And then after about 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 18 seconds, it's going to be, oh, I'm going to die. My hands are going to fall off. They're going to, like, everything is going to start screaming to you. As much as you can, try to be present in the moment, though, and watch and be aware of what's going on. Okay? And so if you feel you have to pull your hands out, go ahead, pull your hands out. I promise you don't get an award for holding your hands in there longer, okay? But what I want, there's an opportunity here to actually pay attention and see and watch over that, okay? And be present in the moment. Cool? So.
I'm sorry, let's clarify. You said we're going to put our hands in the ice through the breath, not through the hold.
The hold, correct, is when you pull your hands out. Right? Yep. Cool. So here we go. We'll do the first round, and if we need to, we can pause, okay, after this.
Come. This is a guided breathing session. Relax to the deepest. Lie down, sit down, whatever it takes. Relax.
Prepare to put your hands in ice.
Are you ready? Here we go. Round number 1. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just go with the flow of the breath.
I'm just going to tell you, and I'll let you go.
In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Fully in and letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. Ten more. Fully in, let it go.
Don't close your eyes.
5 more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Fully in and let go. All right.
Take your hands out.
30 seconds breath hold from now on. Be in this moment. Let the body do what the body is capable of doing. Be aware of your heartbeat. Slow it down and just be in this moment. Okay, recovery breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath.
Okay. We're going to hang out for just a little bit. Okay, Mark, explain what was going on. Give him the mic.
I'm not sure, really. Almost as soon as I put my hands in, I began to get that super uncomfortable feeling, wanted to get out immediately, and then that was any longer I made it past that, it was just me gritting my teeth trying to get through it, but then I just had to pull my hands out after.
Okay, anybody else?
Intense.
I wanted my eyes
Can you watch that?
hoping I could escape. That is my modality of choice. So when I finally realized at second 12 at 1 o'clock
That mic is off.
look at it.
The mic.
Okay, good.
No. Go ahead and turn it on.
Oh, sorry.
There we go.
Thank you. My fingers could have done that. Yeah, it was my reminder that, like, look at it, face it, don't avoid it, let it do what it's meant to do.
Yeah, well, you say the part about escaping again.
I wanted my eyes closed as if I had control over escaping the trigger. And so when I finally had that revelation, I opened my eyes, and then it actually started to feel warmer and more tolerable and safer in a way.
So you point out something that's very, like, every time, the first thing that everybody does is close their eyes and go internal. It's literally what everybody does.
Exactly what I did.
Okay? And so how are you going to stay out of your mind if you're going to have your eyes closed? Like if I walk out into the world with my eyes closed, how can I be, like, the only place to be is inside my mind, right? So notice that, because to be in the present moment, I'm not saying I can't. Like if I'm meditating and I'm going to be in the present moment, I can pay attention to my breath. And I can listen. And so I really can be in the present moment. But it is very difficult to close your eyes and be in the present moment. And so doing that, going internal, having, and like you're focusing, then it's very easy to focus on the voice inside. And when that voice is telling you, it will reason with you so fast you don't even know what's going on. And when you listen to that and you pay attention to that, you're going to identify with it. For mine, it used to always be alcohol. That was always my escape. But whatever yours is, it will start to quickly, without you even knowing what's going on in the subconscious, it will tell you. And then once you identify with that, instead of being aware and in the moment and watching it, breath opens up the prefrontal cortex. Then you can see and aware, and then opening, like having the opportunity to open your eyes and be okay and watch that. I'm okay. I'm okay. Yep, my hands are cold. They're cold. They're really cold. Yep, and that voice is screaming very, very, very loud. Yep, okay, I'm still okay. I'm good. I'm okay. Okay? But it's when we sit there and identify with, it's the worst. This is the worst ever. I'm going to die. My hands are going to fall off. Like, there's no way I can make it. Like, it's all of this. Then that's what we identify all the time. Okay? So, if you do have to take your hands out, though, still, wake up. Be present. Watch. Okay? Well, I only made it to 3 seconds last time. Cool. What am I going to do this time? I'm going to make it to 4. I'm going to be present in the moment. I'm going to watch. If you notice, inside of this thing, you can watch, and the numbers go in and out. You can watch the background change. You can see the hexagon go in and out, and you can count the different colors. You can stay with breath inside of all of that. There's a million things fighting for your attention. There's probably a billion things that are fighting for your attention other than you going inside your mind. This is why I believe God created this world, this earth. It is fighting for my attention, and in a healthy way, I'm the one that gets to see and choose this place. Which one am I identifying with? And we know that the battlefield is right here anyway. So I'm watching over that, and I get to choose and pay attention to the numbers move. The numbers change. And if it's only 3 seconds, cool. I'm going to go 4. And then the next time, maybe I'll go 5. When I hold my breath, maybe I choose, I can only hold my breath for 5 seconds. I'm going to see if I can comfortably watch it and go for 8. Okay? Something like that. But having that opportunity to know yourself, I know myself in the moment. I know after about 18 seconds that's really about the time that it starts going, okay, it's cold. Right? I know that. So I get to watch that come. 5 seconds, I get to see what's going on. 10 seconds, I get to see what's going on. 15 seconds, 18 seconds, I know it's going to start screaming. I watch what's going on with my feelings. I know what's going on with inside my mind. I get to choose to come outside my mind. I get to watch. I get to notice breath. I get to notice all these other things that are way more beautiful in the present moment than me focusing on the suffering itself. You don't have to focus on suffering. It's when we choose to focus on the suffering, then we identify with the suffering, and it's actually even our imagination and our memory make everything worse. Everything. Okay? So when we're doing that, cool? So you don't have to focus on the suffering. I know that's a lot, but again, when we step into ice baths, this is what you should be practicing. When you step into the pool, being in the present moment, this is what we're practicing. I don't want you to be practicing, I have to effing make this, or I'm weak. Okay? It's a totally different thing. Okay?
I have a quick question.
Yep.
So I can no longer participate in this. I have Raynaud's syndrome, so my blood vessels in my hands shrink when they're in cold stuff, and I'm going through an episode right now, but is there anything else that I can do to participate in this?
100%. Always medically, you want to watch over all your own stuff. That's beautiful. So yeah, just being present in the moment and doing what you're capable of doing 100%. So watching any of the breath, always practicing breath. I don't have to carry this bucket around so that I'm successful in life. Like there's plenty enough things. So just noticing, like just watching the numbers on there change and do all of those. Yep. Cool. Watching that, being present. Watch everybody else suffer so that you can watch, you can see, okay, I see who's choosing to be inside their mind. I can watch and see. And we are all here. We all showed up. We know that this is a place of practice. So don't ever feel like your mind is yours. You get to watch over that place. Don't feel that you shouldn't be able to watch over your own mind. Don't feel that you shouldn't be able to watch over this group. Everybody is here on purpose. And so if you start watching people, okay, I see that they're in a bad place right now. You can start noticing in people's eyes or their face when they're in a bad place, and you'll notice that out in the real world. You can go, oh man, I've seen that before. Maybe I need to help them. Okay? Good. So, perfect. Anybody else? What else we got?
This, you might laugh, but this took me back to a great place in my life at a church camp when we were ice fishing at above 10,000 feet at a lake. That the memories of the conversations we were having about God and about nature and how everything is intertwined came rushing back. And the longer my hands stayed in there, the more I was hearing God say, you are learning, you are growing. And this was one of the key points that started it all.
Good. I will tell you that the biggest breakthrough I had was day 2 of being here.
Microphone.
That's a new style of mic dropping.
We're leveling up. Electric ice.
Maybe it was like the week 2. I don't know. It was not long after I first started coming here, and I was typical Sean, super skeptic, and dude, like the breath thing. I have done ice before. I've done breath work before. There was something about what you're saying, bringing it all together and needing change, wanting change, looking for the right answer in Christ, and all those things were culminating at that moment in that day. And as I walked through the day, I remember calling Ray like, dude, holy smokes, man. Like I've got something now that I didn't have. And it came through the identity that I thought I had, which was I can endure whatever. So then I'm also strong enough to avoid whatever. And the truth is that that's not art. That's not the living in art. Living an artful life. By that I mean living in full expression that God is giving you with full intent to glorify Him. You got to be able to acknowledge the evil and the good, all of it, take all of it in and love no matter what. Mm-hmm. And I could do that in the breath. And I couldn't articulate this then, but there was all of that coming together. So then I could go back to that breath and I'm like, dude, I'm seeing Jesus the whole day. This is insane. I'm out of my head. And he's like, yeah, kind of. No, he's super encouraging. It was super cool, man. It was just very cool. So there's a lot in this ice. You know, it's more than just cold fingers.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. Cool. I know everybody's ready for another round.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Okay.
Hang on, I didn't get to share it.
Find your
Hold for 15 seconds.
Find your center. Find your center. You're okay. Right? Find your center. You're okay. You're here. You're in the moment. Everything's good. Okay? And then just watch over in a way. How quickly am I going to give up my center? Okay? So how fast will I give up that center? Just watch over that. Okay? So we'll finish this last little hold for 15 and then we'll start.
Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go.
Okay.
Round number 2.
Round number 2.
Breathe in.
Here we go.
Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. In, out. In, out.
Try to
In,
keep your eyes open. Watch
out.
what's going on.
Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Fully in and letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. Ten more. Fully in, let it go.
Stay with breath.
Nice,
Stay with breath.
deep, circular breaths.
Pick anything else in the moment.
5 more. Let's give it all we got.
Listen to the beats of the sound. Watch the numbers in the breath. Watch that it change. Watch the people. Love always focusing
Last
on the
one.
people.
Fully in. And on the exhale, stop. 1 minute, breath hold from now on.
Breathe in and hold.
Feel. Become aware of your body. If your hands and feet are tingling, or you feel your body temperature is changing, that's okay.
What he's saying also is notice every other place of your body. Are
You're
still
doing
inside
fantastic.
Your mind? Are you inside your mind, or start checking with your hands?
If you need to breathe before I give the cue, that's okay.
Your body actually might start vibrating.
You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe.
Same as anything else, when that burning really
you're
starts,
ready,
if you notice,
fully
you
in,
don't identify with it,
and
it
hold
will
for
actually
15 seconds.
disappear, and it actually does get better. Same as life. It seems like it's really bad, but if I blow up, if I explode, if I do all those other things, it makes it worse.
Exhale
If I
in
just
3,
identify, watch,
2,
and settle in,
1.
it gets
Let
better
it
and
go.
better.
Round number 3. Back into that rhythm. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. In, out, in, out, into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave.
Breath.
Make it circular.
Big breaths in and out. You stay with
Fully
breath in and out. It
and
actually
letting go.
relieves and you stress,
Just keep on going.
relieve stress. Stay, breathe.
No
Don't
pause
focus
between
on the
inhalation
mind.
and exhalation.
Don't focus on the mind. It'll disappear.
Ten more. Fully in. Let it go. Nice, deep, circular breaths. Five more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Fully in. And on the exhale, stop. 1.5 minutes breath hold from now on. Become aware of the blood running through your veins, your heart beating. Feel. Thirty seconds left. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. All right. Breathe in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Let your breathing return to normal as you finish up the round. Move your body bit by bit, starting with your fingers and your toes. Let your breathing normalize. If you liked this guided breathing session, we got more for you. We got a free app on our website. Download it, it's good stuff. Thanks for your time, and I wish you a good night, or a good day, and a good life. All the love, all the power.
Okay. Feel free to warm up your hands. There's not much relief even when you pull them out into 30-degree temperature air. Right?
It feels almost worse. During that second round, the difference was like community for me. Like I think I started off like okay, I'm focusing on the spot, and then I was like after that I started looking around and connected. Like we're all in the suck together. We're all here.
We all are in the suck. Yeah.
I look at midnight, living the best life over there.
I was watching her a lot. We're all suffering. She's just like licking herself in and out of naps.
Allison brought up a really good point. She goes, during the second round, I felt in community. That takes me back to some of the stuff I've been studying recently while I was out. And we are to share in each other's miseries, each other's glories. As believers, we are to support one another. And without community, you do not have faith. So you need to be in a community that has faith, or you are going to dwindle and get sucked into the secular world.
That's why for me it is. It's body, mind, emotions, those three tools that God gave us. Spiritual is both in the spiritual realm and here the soul is in both. And then really it exposes itself in relationship. And just being in relationship is man. It's the best.
I do love the fact that there's a relationship. Like, confessing all of my sins to you. You're the only one that actually, besides my ex-wife, that tell everything, right? Like, and I'm not saying that to like get everybody to like, come to my priest. But what's beautiful about it is that I just shed all the skin, right? I just like, okay, okay. What was really beautiful about it was instead of railing, going, wow, man, weird. He was like, you're my twin.
Yeah.
And we're in it together. And now we can move, and now I can go, and now I know that I'm not alone. And nothing is weird, nothing is strange, it's okay. Life is everything that it is. I need to accept all of it. And I know I can because I've walked through those things with him, and we've walked through the artful part of that. Like, okay, what does that mean? How does that look? How do we? But the beauty was in the beginning of putting hands in the ice together, metaphorically, and going, okay, now what? We can look at each other, we can breathe in it, we can wink and laugh a little bit, we can suffer and cry, we can back out when it's too much, we can do all those things, and it's 100% in the realm of reality that we all are in. Yeah. Rejoicing in the fellowship of suffering. It's fellowship. Just like we can rejoice over the celebration of a baby being born or a birthday. There's something about a funeral even that's cathartic. It's a fellowship. Or man, we always, sucks that we got to have somebody die to come together. But yeah, but you came together.
Good, thank you, Sean. Yeah, it's interesting how like little microcosms like this right here represent for like at least for myself as well, like life itself. We are all stuck on this huge planet together. Like God created us here. We're all in this moment together, and whatever bit of suffering we're doing here with the ice is what it is. But we are all in our own way. Maybe it's a good day, but there's other ways where we're suffering as well, and our souls know that, and to know we're in this together. And I think really what Sean's speaking is the same thing that what my wife has done for me and others have done for me, and I know you do for other people, is literally just being in that unconditional love. It's the unconditional love, knowing that nobody, like they're not going to leave. Like when somebody knows you're not going to dip out on them, you're not there judging them, you don't hold nothing against them. When we can do that for somebody, that is a huge part. And so I think we're all at some level really looking for somebody to show us unconditional love, and that they're not going to just dip out at the first time when usually people do judge them, and it's okay. And once they realize that we're not judging and we're unconditional love and we're there listening, and I can't fix it, but I'll at least listen. It's what we're all looking for, I think, at some level, right? And that's really what Jesus is teaching us, I believe, at a very deep level. So, it's good. What else you got, Chuck?
Just, you were talking about judging, and one thing that I catch myself doing, if I will start judging something, I'll stop, I'll take that step back and be like, remember, how you judge others, you will be judged. Therefore, you need to have a clean heart and not be judgmental of other people, not be judgmental of their decisions. If they come to you for advice or help them. But if they're pushing you away, just keep taking that push away until the point that they finally fail and say, I need help, because it's going to come one day. But we have to make sure that we stay out of that judgment zone. We can't judge others because we all have our own sins.
Yeah. So good.
Your part about the judgment made me think of lukewarm Christians. You can't sit there and say, oh, I'm not going to do this to God and then go and do it to like your neighbor or your own parents. Don't be a lukewarm Christian. That just hit really big for me.
I feel like it's so easy to judge, and what I've been working on is, yes, trying to step back, but also coming back to, hey, I forgive myself, like repent, of course, but I forgive myself for judging and like strive to do better, because that's the part I struggle with is recovering from it. Like, judge do again, like I'm the worst person in the world, you know, and I just tear myself down. But it's just kind of like, stop. I forgive myself for judging. My true intention was this. All right, let's try again. So that recovery.
Good. What you think, Rob?
Judging, yes.
Sorry, I'm making a bunch of noise. I didn't even know that thing wasn't on me there.
Never heard of it. Right. I have experienced when you're in judgment, you're not loving. It's just that simple. Not Christ.
It's good.
It's not loving.
True.
It's not nice. Not good.
I wanna thank everyone because as I was sitting here looking at everybody, we all know that was cold, but I think everyone walked into a moment of triumph within their mind and pushed past that. And I caught most of all of them. Definitely caught Mark's. I caught Allison's. I caught Craig's. Rob felt like he was just in that whole moment of zen. I couldn't see Mr. Chuck. Bree, she was. I think you were focusing on the breath. I couldn't see Raylan, and Sean's back was over here. But it was just encouraging to see that shift of when you're no longer identifying with the fact that it was cold, and you were just okay.
Yep.
So thank you for walking in that, and thank you for letting me be a part of that and witnessing that.
I will say, I'm just now learning how to do all this stuff. Never come to a place of learned, but I used to, and I kind of dreaded. Oh, here comes the ice and things like that, and it reminded me of the audibly recently I experienced hearing that maniac roommate to my wife. I had some maniac thoughts that weren't my own, and I recognized that. And so I realized that as my factory, like I talked about this week, is working better, I do not have to do what the maniac is telling me to do. And so when you first put your hands in the ice, it's all the thoughts start coming in, and then you get to a place where you realize I don't have to do what he's telling me to do. And it's like the ice, yeah, it's cold, but it's almost just like the thoughts. Let them pass by like a cloud. Just don't identify with it. You don't have to do what he says you do. Don't do what it's telling you to do. And when you let those go, you can stay in here and be present with the Lord, and it's not cold because you're not even focused on the cold. You're focused on him. You're okay. You're okay. First time I ever did ice hands that I'm not freaking out, wanting to run, because when you identify that voice as a maniac and you don't agree with it, you do not have to do what it's telling you to do. You're separate from it. There's freedom.
Yeah, there's actually scientific backing to exactly what you're saying. Not to get into that, but dude, identifying that you have an option, and then you can actually choose and walk into freedom from something that you've been enslaved to for so long. That's truly the freedom that I believe Jesus was talking about, not some, yep, I hear it, it's truth, that must be the truth, that's not my truth. But okay, what does it
We
mean
can pray it out.
to
We'll
me?
pray it out real quick. We'll pray it out. No. Yeah.
Yeah, we
perfect.
we
No,
all
we love it.
we
Love
all
it.
do, especially
Yep.
Andy.
Yep. No.
I just show up when I show up.
yeah.
Show up when the boss shows up, right?
Sometimes before.
Chuck,
We start
Chuck,
working
will you
when
pray
the
us
boss
out?
shows up.
I sure will.
Cool.
Dear Lord, thank you for this glorious day. Thank you for waking us all up and bringing us here together for community in your name. Thank you for allowing us to share, allowing us to learn from each other, allowing to suffer with each other. We ask that you continue to build on everything that you have started in our hearts so that we may become more like you and we may paint a picture of what it means to love unconditionally to all people that we encounter. Keep us safe, give us wisdom, and continue to allow us to grow in you. In your name we pray. Amen.
Yeah, amen. Amen. Love you. Go out and conquer the day with Christ.
It can turn into an hours-long discussion. The hardest thing anyone will ever do is to learn to forgive themselves. You are so hard on